community, wine, and good food. That's what Keel Farms in Plant City says it's all about. The farm is working to rebound from the pandemic, not just by seeing a safe place to connect with nature, but also by being a Florida staple. Michael Paluska has more.
It's amazing when we talk to these businesses about how they've adapted to the pandemic and what they're doing to get their sales back to what it was like before the coronavirus hit. And here at Keel Farms in Plant City, they had something happen to them that they didn't expect. 15 acres of blueberries, 10 acres of peach trees. Keel Farms is Florida agriculture at its finest. When were you guys able to get people back in? Clay Keel is the president of the farm, taking over the business his father started 40 years ago, surviving storms, hurricanes, hard freezes, insect invasions.
Farming is a very challenging business.
And now a pandemic. Was this the most difficult period that you've ever faced as a company?
Well, that's a great question. This is definitely one of the most difficult times we've faced.
In April, Keel, a husband, father of two, and Army reservist, was activated, leaving home to set up hospitals for COVID patients across the country. And he still found time to run the farm. Like Keel, the farm does it all too, operating a winery. They make their own cider, have a full-service restaurant and bar, host weddings, special events, yoga, trivia night, and live bands. Then it all ended.
The worst part about the whole thing, right, is I came out here on a Friday evening and you know, basically told our 25 at the time retail employees that, hey, you know, we're not going to be open probably for at least 6-8 weeks, and that was really tough.
Keel focused on to-go orders to keep the chef employed and using excess blueberries from around the state that didn't make it to market during lockdowns, ramped up wine production, and doubled the number of public stores selling his wine.
But at the end of the day, you got to move bottles off the shelf. The COVID shutdown really helped do that. People were buying wine to drink at home. Publix saw those numbers and saw how well we were doing. And yeah, we've expanded into almost every Publix in the state, which is over 800.
Okay, so blueberries are in this one. After a quick winery tour and social distance sip. This is phenomenal. We'll do it, air cheers. You understand why Keel Farms is now flourishing. Are people wanting that more? People wanting more of a local thing to feel more connected to where they live because everybody's been so cooped up? Keel's personality and story shines through on social media, bringing more people to the farm.
Definitely will be back, 100%. So good.
Like friends Abby Greger and Megan Gerber.
I love wine in general, but this is just like probably the best wine I've ever had. Like, it's so good.
This was their first visit, enjoying a wine flight and doing their part to support local.
I think during the pandemic especially, like, there's so many small businesses that are taking a hit. So I definitely hope we're making a difference for them.
Keel still worries what tomorrow will bring, but feels better off now than he did in the early days when COVID took over our lives.
I think we've learned a lot about what's possible. I think a lot of companies have. You just got to be really flexible. We have an amazing team here, and everybody is, you know, using their energy, their creativity to figure out ways to bring in cash flow.
Truth, this year's been all about flexibility and creativity.